kids say, we got people watching, we got people watching. Hey everybody, it's your, oh, well not my white shot. Hey everybody, it's your favorite pancake clown and resident person. It's me, Dana from Pancakes. So, how are y'all doing? It's good to see you guys. I'm about to sit down and make some pancakes for today's episode 46 of the Joy of Pancakes. I'm a buffoon, I didn't get to tell. So, y'all might be wondering, what I'm making today? Well, I am a big fan of animation. Not to be, what? Oh God, have mercy. There's no audio. Hank, I know you're busy. Shoot. Let me look at it, Jeremy. Oh, people are saying they can hear it. Jeremy said audio's off. Oh, you meant like audio's off. Like, oh, okay. Jeremy, you scared me. I thought I was just mute. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Can't be very lo-fi.
Alright, does this sound
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not used to setting up the stream.
Don't mess with the audio.
Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for telling me. Let me know how that audio is. I'm very rusty at setting up the stream. I learned how to do it recently, and I tend to do stuff like that. Now my voice is gone.
Alright.
Now my voice is gone. Can you hear me? Voice is very low. Well, this is great.
It's hard when you can't hear the mic.
I know.
You're peaking at yellow now, so.
I'm peaking?
Yellow, you're in the yellow.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Loud.
Guys, I'm gonna get started with pancakes, but how do I sound?
There we go.
Like 1 through 10. What do you think? Am I good? Do I sound okay? I can raise my voice, I can whisper. Okay. Jeremy says the music is low, but other people are saying that it's perfect. I'm gonna leave it. Ben might be in it a bit to tweak things. If it's unlistenable, let me know. Sounds good?
There we go.
Yeah?
Sound good.
Okay, cool. Music's not too quiet?
There we go. Okay.
Someone says it's too high. Oh, yeah.
Alright, your audio's a little high. And the music a little low. This should be better.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Dan's here. Dan, then you get in here and fix it. Hank, can you close that door if you're gonna have audio? So sorry, as I was saying, y'all, so sorry for that. I am Dana, your resident pancake person, and I'm a big fan of animation. I don't know, it just always captivated me since I was a kid. And there's been a rise lately in online animation. Like, online animations have been a thing since, like, YouTube, and even pre-YouTube has been around. But more and more people are working their butts off to get their own pilots put on their YouTube channels as, like, a way to take off. And I think that's fascinating. I could go home, learn how to animate, make a pilot, and get picked up by a network if I tried hard enough. Like, we're in a weird age for that kind of stuff. And the result of that, one of them, has been a show, or at least a series of shows, by a creator called VivziePop, who made shows such as Helluva Boss and Has Been Hotel, which are shows that take place in hell. And I don't know, I really like them. I haven't loved them in the past. Like, there's always been issues with it that's gotten in my way of my enjoyment. But they're amateur products, like, and I mean that in the nicest way. They are made by people who, yes, like, went to art school and stuff, but they're done in people's homes. Like, this isn't a studio making this. And it's crazy because one of my favorite things with media is watching people improve, and they've only continued to improve. So today I am going to be making the characters from the show, who again are demons and sinners and the damned in hell. And the character designs I really like. I think, like the last episode especially, I thought was one of the best cartoons I've ever seen, just period. Like I just was blown away by it. So I thought I would honor the show today and just make the characters. And if you want to see the characters, I've got pictures and stuff, but obviously you'll see as I make the pancake. Feel free to just look up, it's Helluva Boss, Helluva Boss. And yeah, I recommend checking it out. It's not like a perfect, unblemished show or anything, but that last episode they put out, it was episode 2, blew me away. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Sorry again for all of that hubbub. Today is also going to be a fun opportunity for me to practice sizes, which is something that I have been notoriously bad at. So we're gonna have a little semi-boot camp today, where I try to get my act together. That's not bad. Thanks, Hank. Oh no. Am I frozen? Oh my god, okay. Yep, I was frozen for the whole time I was drawing just then. I just changed it. The overhead's frozen. Yeah. I'm so sorry, guys. We have been streaming now for almost 50 episodes and we still run into issues, so just be patient with us if you would. We're trying our best to bring you guys somewhat of a professional stream out of our little studio, which is something we basically learned how to do almost exclusively because of COVID. So it's been a learning experience. Thank you guys for hanging around through that rocky first part, but here we go. Glad you can see now. So these character designs, I hope I can get them right. They're simple and complex at the same time, and they look great in animation, but I imagine the art style is a little tough to get down, so. How's everybody today? Drop a red heart if you're feeling pretty good. Drop a blue heart or just a blue emoji if you could be better. And let me know how your day's going. I like talking to you guys about that kind of stuff, so let me know. So far my size is really good. I'm very happy about that. Like, that is a good sized pancake. Now the reason, for anyone wondering why I care so much about how big I make the pancakes, is because the bigger the pancake, the more problems you run into with pancake art. So on a trying to be conservative with batter like approach, bigger pancakes, like the wider and taller, it starts to grow really quickly how much batter you're using. If you are flipping a bigger pancake, there's more of a chance of breakage. If you are, what are my words? Yeah, and if you're trying to cook the pancake, which obviously you will at some point, there's more of a chance of burning because you have to wait longer for the thick, big pancake to cook through. And so certain parts of the pancake can be more vulnerable because, like, the bottom of the pancake might have to cook longer if the pancake is too thick or too wide, or more of it lies in the cold spots of the griddle. So yeah, it's this whole process where it makes the most sense to have the pancake not be ginormous. And I struggle sometimes, especially since COVID happened and we got less practice, and started doing more of these time-lapse style pancakes, you know, big detailed pancakes, I just struggle to keep them the right size. So. Oh, I'm a dingus. I didn't flip this. I didn't flip these images. And Blitz here, who's a character, has certain markings that are asymmetrical. So I'm gonna have to flip this in my brain. So you guys are gonna watch me try to do that. We'll see how that goes. Cause yeah, his right side of his face is white. And luckily that's the only thing I really need to look out for, but it would have been a lot easier had I just flipped the image. Oh, overhead's frozen again. Cool. Love that for me. I'm just gonna keep it on this camera. Also, I've got a hard stop time today. Like I have to stop at 2:45 Central Standard Time, which is about an hour and a half from now. So it's gonna be interesting because I am on a bit of a time crunch. I wanna get, there's 4 characters I know I want to do, and there's 6 characters I could do. Technically 7. Oh, why am I in the overhead? Oops. I mean, if it stays on that camera, it's okay. I know, but having a lot of camera issues. Why don't you text him? Maybe you could text him? Because, like, he's got to come in soon anyways. Let's talk about Ben. Ben does a lot of our tech stuff. He just understands it the best. So when stuff like this happens, we tend to call upon him. He's very, very smart. Very good at what he does. This lad plugged in so I can crank my heat a little bit. Hello everybody. See some highs in the chat. Good to see you. Alright, so let's see if I can duplicate these markings just in reverse. So it looks like they start about here. I mean, that's easy enough, I think. There we go. overhead freeze again? I am so sorry, y'all. It's not fair. I wish that was working better. I just realized I'm missing the color scheme, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab. Thanks, Dan. I'm frustrated just with how much the stream malfunctioned at the beginning and how much it continues to malfunction. But thank you. I know. Ridiculous. Why do it do that? No. Can you go into studio mode if you're gonna mess with it? Then they won't see you changing the camera around. There we go. I needed this soft yellow color. I did not have it. Aw, thank you, A Friendly Dad on Twitch. Thank you. It's cool that people find what we do as cool as it is, because like it is really cool. I agree. I do think it rocks. It's very fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. I'm actually really happy today because I get to teach a class today, which like I love teaching pancake art. So I'm stoked about that. It needs to be lower, doesn't it? We're not going for perfection here. I keep telling myself that. Eventually I'll listen. But yeah, we've got black here. And okay. So the rest of this will be a cinch. Got all those markings down. He's got a dark red eyelid like that. I'll add some shading to be fancy. I do like adding shading, even when it's not technically necessary. I just like it a lot. In the beginner's mind, there is no thought I have attained something. I hope that shading comes through. These are two very similar reds. Dan, if you're watching, you helped me out a lot. I had every color I needed today. I didn't have to mix a thing. Other than that yellow you just saw me mix, but it's very cool. Aw, thank you, Sean. You're very sweet. I'm trying my best. That's all we can do, right? I got out of bed early today. I went to a doctor's appointment and then I'm here and I was only like 15 minutes late and the camera's only froze like 1,000 times, but still making cool pancakes. Sometimes being an adult, or being anyone for that matter, is just trying your best. Sometimes days are like that. Oh no, guys, I am so sorry about the overhead. I'm just gonna have to be my own watchdog today, keeping an eye on that screen. I'm so sorry. It's very frustrating because, like, you know, this is, I think, it looks pretty professional as a stream, right? We're just like 4 people in a renovated shack. And so I'm glad we have a very professional looking stream, but that just means that, like, we're not some faceless company who knows how to do everything It's like we're still trying to figure out all this stuff. So I'm sure Ben will be in later and he'll look at everything, and we're just doing our best to keep things running right. Or half right. I think this one's going to be cool though, and I think this is going to be a fun stream to watch because these characters are all very similar in color scheme and design and that kind of thing, and so I think as soon as I make Blitz here, the rest of these are going to be a breeze. Like, I'm just going to fly through them. Vivzy Pop's work is really inspiring for me. It makes me want to go home and draw and write my own stories. Which I definitely have. I definitely have stuff that I want to animate, you know? Ben, Hank, did you text Ben? Cool. I could really use him as a moderator. Yeah, to change the cameras, because, like, it keeps going to the frozen overhead, and, like, I'm trying to work. I'm not asking you to, I'm just saying if Ben could come in, because he's got to come in really soon anyways, so. Let me double check the color of his collar here. Thank you, Lizzie. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate you guys being patient. It's driving me crazy too, because I want you guys to, like, it's no fun to watch a stream where the whole point is to watch the art process and then it just vanishes, you know? Oh, okay. No, I was right. I was right. He's got, like, this, like, kind of brownish collar down here. And then, yeah, I think that about does it. So I'm gonna go ahead and border this dude in white. It's gonna be a cool one. I think this is a style that, goodness gracious. Sorry guys. What's something frustrating that happened to you this week? Let's talk about it. Today's theme can be frustration. Because even like this show makes me frustrated at times because it makes me want to animate. And I just haven't put aside the time yet. I just don't have the energy to take on more stuff right now. And it's like, ah, look at all these other people being successful. I'm not jealous. So I guess it's fitting that the camera's being silly. But that's okay. Frustration's just a part of life. My favorite way to deal with it is just to laugh at it. I mean, it's funny. Any good humor from like a comedy show or something, it usually comes at someone's expense. Happens to all of us, you know? We all get messed up by random nonsense that we never expected. Who is this and where is he from? Lizzie, this is from a show called Helluva Boss, which is a independently made pilot. Oh, let's see, my overhead's better. There we go. It's an independent pilot by a creator called Vivzy Pop. And her work to me is really inspiring because she like has an idea for an animation and then she animates it. And she has a crew now, but like she's been animating on her own for years. And it's just crazy to see someone like, I don't know, just really take off. Like her show just got picked up by a major network because she made the pilot and put it on YouTube. And I just find that really inspiring. Like I could make something right now. I mean, hell, I do it. I come in here every day and I make content that sometimes like every month or so, we get a video that blows up, you know, gets 500,000 views, 1 million views, 5 million views. And it's just cool that nowadays it's like all you gotta do is put yourself out there. And I wish I had time to put myself out there in more ways than I am right now. I love this job to pieces. And I'm not even blaming this job. I'm just exhausted from, I don't know, life and COVID nonsense and life. But you know, life is just phases and things will change because they always do. And I'll keep working hard and something will fall into place or an opportunity will pop up or I'll pull a few all-nighters. Just burning the candle at both ends when I get the time and strength and energy to, and we'll see. I'm in no rush. Things happen exactly when they need to, right? And some people might say, like, that's not the attitude, you gotta go out now, don't sleep, work, work, work. And, you know, I'm just not really, well, I am about that. I was about that my whole life, where it's like, oh, I'm such a piece of crap, I need to work harder. And it's like, that's no way to talk to yourself, you know? There's motivating yourself, and then there's just being mean to yourself for not being able to do everything all the time. There's coming home from 8 hours of work and saying to yourself, I didn't do enough, I'm bad, I'm a bad person. And I'm just, you know, therapy and friends and all that have just taught me, like, don't, that life is too short to beat yourself up for not being a good enough machine, you know? Question, does that thing eat? Marion, I imagine you're asking if it's edible. Yes, they're absolutely edible. I could pop this pancake in my mouth right now. I'm gonna go ahead and film myself flipping this if y'all don't mind. I don't want to bother Hank anymore. He's doing things and stuff. But I think this is gonna be cool. Are you guys ready? 1 second, I just gotta loosen it up a little bit. I gotta loosen up a little bit. But I am gonna go ahead and, ooh, fragile horns there. I gotta be careful. I'm gonna need both hands. There we go. All right. Ah, overhead, I see you. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's awesome. I really like how that came out. I love that shading and those highlights. Yeah, that'll do. Not perfect to the reference, but I think it looks a lot like the show style, and that's what I was going for. So I'll take it. I'll take that. Sorry you can't have the overhead right now. It is being a goober and a half, so whatever. Whatever, maybe it's because I'm making a demon and the camera's like just broken at the sight of a creature from the depths of Tartarus. I don't know. Just a guess. Glad you guys like it. I'm about to move on to the next one. Ah, if I can get this boy plated. There we go. That makes me happy. That's a great size. I didn't make it too small for once. And so we're just gonna move on to the next one. And I'm telling you guys, if you are over the age of 18, because it is, or 13, I guess, whatever, it's for adults. It's an adult animation, but I recommend it. To me, it doesn't get amazing until like episode 2, and there's only 3 episodes, pilot, episode 1, and episode 2, which is confusing. But I don't know, there was just something about the latest episode that just, I was like, whoa, and I don't want to overhype it, but I guess I just didn't have that high of expectations because it's an amateur project. It just blew me away. So one of the best animated anything I've seen in a while. Lizzie, you couldn't see the plating? That's weird. I had it on the screen. Did everyone else see the plating? Oh, Lizzie, maybe you walked away from your computer. Sorry. I am just hoping it's not silly issues with my screen. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip this image because I didn't do that before because I'm a ding-a-ling. And we're gonna get started. This is a fun character design. So this is actually a character named Moxie, and he is voiced by Richard Horvitz, I think it is, Horitz. And he voices a ton of characters. He was Zim from Invader Zim. He was Billy from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So I'm gonna give that a no. I'm gonna turn this the way it was. That was actually easier. You want designs, if you're right-handed, that move to the right, and this would be 10 times easier if I did it this way. So Yeah, we're just gonna go for it, I guess. Oh, God. Sorry, everybody. There we go. It keeps switching to the stuck photo. Yeah, I know it keeps switching to it. If there was a way I could just keep the camera on one camera. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do that myself. If Dan or Ben were here, they would know. And I don't want to bother Hank anymore because he's doing his work stuff. And I unfortunately have had to keep calling him in here when he's busy. So, I don't know, man. I'll just keep trying to catch it. You'll have a stuck overhead image every once in a while, but Ben will be here soon and then he can fix it. It's unfortunately just how things are today with this stream. Ugh. Yeah, if you watch the show, you'll recognize this character's voice right away if you grew up with cartoons in the last 15 years. This one's getting a little big, but that's okay. I'm slacking. I was doing so well. Won't be too much bigger than Blitz though, so still too big, but that's okay. This is just for fun. I don't know if anyone's even gonna buy these, which is fine, but you know. It occurs to me that I shrunk these eyes a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and, no, there we go. I do really like this pancake so far, though. This is very cool. Vivzi's characters have a lot of really good shapes. A lot of good, like, form, I guess. They flow very well. Definitely isn't perfect to the ref image, but that's okay. Who needs perfection? And you can have pancakes that look like silly shapes. Hey, Xavier. Yeah, no, I feel that. That song really got me in the chest part of my heart. I liked it a lot. So I totally get that. Really should have a big bottle for this white so I can fill in these spaces quicker. That's okay. Yeah, Xavier, me too. It's a good song. It's been stuck in my head since I heard it. It's a good one. I do think that that team is getting better quite a bit very quickly, and I think that's awesome. It's cool to see, like, internet animation. It's cool to see animation in general uninhibited by, like, what studios want to, like, you know, like, they don't have to listen to someone who's like, no, you can't put this thing in it, you can't put this thing in it. And it feels like that, you know? It feels like a group effort of people who just want to tell a good story. And I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. All right, here we go. What time is it? It's 2:01. Yeah, it is cool to see rising artists. It's cool to see an artist's journey too, you know, where you can be like, oh man, I followed them since they had 1,000 followers, and now they're on TV, you know? Some people are like that with Pancakes. They're like, I remember when Dan was just some schmuck working in the back of the diner, and now you guys travel like crazy, or at least used to. And, you know, you've got all these artists, and that's so cool, and it's just nice to hear that kind of support, you know? It's cool to hear people who have been with us since the beginning. Be right back. I just gotta make some white batter for myself. Wow, Lizzie, I did not know that about Avatar. That the creator stepped down. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good, considering they made one of the best animated shows of all time, if not the best. Like, why wouldn't you trust everything to them, you know? I guess it's good to bring a fresh voice, but also, like, if it's enough to make them back down, yeah, that's kind of worrisome. Alright, so for anyone just joining, this is the reference image. Alt 3. And we're gonna see how this looks. Sorry about that frozen still, the first pancake. That camera's just frozen. What are you gonna do? Alright, I'm starting to smell cooking pancakes, so I gotta get on this. Are you guys ready? One, two, three. Nice. I like that a lot. Check it out. There we go. I like that one. Lizzie, I'm confused. Like, that flip was definitely on camera. Did you see it? It's so confusing. Can you guys not see the finished pancake? It's telling me that's what's on screen. I am so frustrated. Because it's like, I time it, and I know there's a delay, so maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Because on my screen, when you guys all said that, I could see the pancake. But... was the flip on the frozen screen? I really thought the flip was on the not frozen screen. Like, I can see the stream. Whatever. For the flip, we couldn't. Well, I'm sorry. Everything is terrible today. I am going to text Ben and make sure this boy is on his way. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next image, which is a girl demon named Millie. So that's this image. And they're actually called imps. This imp and the imp in the last pancake, they are married. And they're a very cute couple. Hey, Sky Kid. stupid face of that first demon haunts me every time it comes on that camera. Oh, I just realized my griddle's still on. Oopsie. Oh, should be fine. Wait, so from what I've been seeing, there are 3 different views and it loops for each shot for like 30 seconds. Has the Frozen still been on screen for more than like 5? I feel like every time it comes on screen, I actually go over here and I can switch the cameras. And I thought I've been catching it almost immediately. I guess maybe the screen is showing something different, because like I thought I was catching it within the first 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Like right there. I just look over and it was wrong, so I fixed it. It's just frustrating that that's something that has to be dealt with at all. Hank, do you know how to freeze it on one camera? Do you know how to freeze the stream on one camera? Like to just put it on one camera? So, no? It's just driving me insane. And the stream, they're reporting things that I don't even see myself. Like I'll flip it with it on the normal camera and they'll be like, we didn't see it. It was on a different camera. The Frozen one. And I'm just losing my mind. What'd you say? I'm not gonna end it. I mean, people are enjoying it. And still 40 minutes. Yeah. I wish they were just in it this time. Like, while streams are going on.
I guess we all have future pants. They're pants we're going to wear tomorrow.
I didn't.
And the next day.
Good lord.
And the day after that.
Why is that even an option then? Sky Kid says hi. Sky Kid says hi. Hank says what's up.
And the day after that.
I know, I'm sorry I had to keep bothering you with this. I only did it when it was necessary. I know. It's just a bummer when I'm all hyped to stream and then it's like my energies. I mean, Dan was dealing with the same stuff yesterday. So did Dan accidentally stream in 4K? Yeah, that needs to be a priority then. It's like we're all pulling our hair out with this stream. And we like to stream. It's not that we don't like to stream, it's that the issues are, there's like random issues popping up.
I guess we all have future pants. They're pants we're going to wear tomorrow. And the next day. And the day after that.
Hey, Wella, I don't know, it's streaming because everything's dumb. Like, I've had to sit there here this whole stream and, like, keep hitting, like, switch camera, and I shouldn't have to do that, but Ben's on his way, I think. Kind of. I know, I just texted him a few minutes ago, he's like, I'm leaving. here and keep, yeah. Just like, I just want to make pancakes for people. That's all. Don't know why my camera hates me. What if I just turned off that camera? So we can't turn off the auto rotate? You don't know how? Yeah. The worst part is when I switch to the first camera that pops up, it doesn't even like give me, I don't know, it's weird. So you fix. Cool. Guys, Hank is fixing it. Hank's an angel.
Oh, my brain's fried.
I know, I'm sorry. Hank said his brain is fried. But Hank, these pancakes are not as ginormous as I usually make them. This one got too big. First one was really good. Frick. I gotta switch cameras here. So. Amazing. Amazing. I love that for us. Okay. For any of you guys who couldn't hear, Hank said that he thinks if you're gonna turn off the switching screens, you have to do it before it starts. Which, like, why?
There's like 3 options to turn it on.
What program worth its salt? What program worth its salt would be like, hey, sorry, if you didn't do this setting, you had to do it before you started the stream. It's like, that's not how streams work. You start, and then you like look at everything, and then people say, oh, quit switching cameras or something, and then you do it. Like, you can't expect a stream to go perfect without needing to adjust things. How dare they? Honestly, they should feel bad. They should feel bad. But yeah. Well, how are you updating it? Like, you at least updated it at one point. Like, you would come in here and unfreeze the camera. I know. You just gotta see that stupid demon's face every time. Like, whoa. Hank, you're an angel. Thank you. Hank, everybody! Yay! Wella says, bless you, Hank. Well, I know Dan turns off the auto rotate. Well, Dan's not here. Yeah.
He likes to switch cameras, so he doesn't.
Me too. I don't need the auto rotate.
Well, it's nice.
Oh, I don't. Not if it's this. It's not okay to have. I'm going to pee myself on stream. They won't. No. What? Hank said. Hank said, "Don't pee yourself. You're wearing a white shirt. You'll look bad for the class." Like, I'm not planning on doing anything crazy. Oh my god, that was funny. Well, yes, guys could do that. Those with certain abilities to pee upward could do it. I am not gonna pee on my shirt. I would. That is a promise. Lizzie, thank you for coming in. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for anyone who was like, hey, something's not working. Like, I genuinely do appreciate it. That's not sarcasm. Like, because I'm the only person in here, like, in this room. And so I'm drawing and I'm busy. And, you know, so it helps to have you guys like, audio's not working. I appreciate it, so thank you. That's interesting. I've got, give me 1 second, y'all. Her hair is shaded here with purple, so I was gonna use blue like everything else, but, excuse me. Yeah, Dan made like this really cool dark purple for something he did last night. So I could do like a nice gradient here. Hi Cassie, how are you? Good to see you, or good to hear from you. Can't see any of you guys, you can see me. Excuse me. Oh no! Glad I walked away for a second, that eyebrow's just gone. Oh no, oh no. Ah, I hate that. I need to check the time too. 2:19, cool. That should be enough for me to finish this one and then make one more really quick one. So unfortunately, I only got to do 4 today. I was hoping to do 6 of the characters from the show, but it's okay because these are like the 4 main cast. This one's almost done, so I should be golden if I hurry a little. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream regardless. Sorry things are sucky. The camera. The overhead is cursed by the demons. Oh! No, the overhead is not working. It just... I'm dead. Because someone said the overhead's working now, and I was like, oh! And then it wasn't. That's okay. I had hope for a minute. But hope is dangerous. So whatever. I am having a fun time making these because there's like these have these like black cartoony outlines with the minimal shading and lighting and kind of the vector look. And those are a lot of fun to make for me and my team. Overhead is frozen. Nice try. How are you guys doing today? Drop a banana if you're feeling pretty groovy, and drop an orange if you're feeling meh, and drop a broccoli if you're sad. I'm gonna drop a banana. I feel pretty good today. Cassie, I'm making characters from an online animated show called Helluva Boss. It is not for children, so I know you're not a child, but if you're like, oh cool, an animation for me and my children or nieces or whoever, don't show them. It is very adult and very over the top in its obscenity, I guess. I mean, it takes place in hell. And one, I think that's a great, fun, creative setting for a cartoon. I really do. And they take advantage of it. Like there's a lot of really, it's just so ridiculously mean-spirited, and I don't know, there's just something very fun about it. Like you can tell the people who make it really like it. Like you can tell that they have a lot of fun. It's got a really great voice cast. It's got actually, I was talking earlier, I think his name is Richard Horitz, who was Zim, Invader Zim. They got that guy, and Billy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, he's one of the characters. And it's so funny hearing his voice in an online, like, animation, you know? Because, like, yes, they're a studio and all that, and maybe I am being, like, not condescending calling them amateurs, because maybe I'm just presuming because they're just a group of people who met on the internet and make animations. Like, they don't have an official studio. So maybe it's an amateur production, I don't know. But either way, it's really cool that it's, like, not a major studio, and they've got big voice actors, and they've got... like, they have a lot of talent on board with them. And it's kind of incredible for how small their team is, how quickly they pump out these animations. And I don't know, it's just really inspiring. And they released episode 2 of this show, Helluva Boss. There's actually a few shows that take place in the same universe. But the universe is hell every time. And I don't know, the episode they released recently just really inspired me. I'm really into animation. I'm really into people having their own art put on the internet and like having that be a platform, you know? This isn't like, oh, some, you know, corporate whatever, and it's not that corporate stuff is bad, but you know what I mean? It's cool seeing a success story of people who started from the ground up and just were like, well, screw it, we're gonna make our own animated pilot and put it on YouTube and see if it gets picked up. And this one didn't, but their other one, Hasbin Hotel, got picked up by A24, who I'm trying to remember what they make. But they've made shows you've heard of, and they got picked up, and it's just like, that's really cool to me. I don't know. I'm just like, good for them, and their work has gotten better. I wouldn't even call this like a perfect show. I'm honestly kind of surprised they're making the characters at all, because I've been kind of critical of it. Like, there have been like episodes and parts of the show where I'm just like, yeah, I feel like this could be better. I feel like this isn't as good. Like, I wouldn't watch this if this was a Netflix show or something, but they've really picked it up, and I think they're starting to, you know, it's some of the best animated stuff I've ever seen in my life, like the last episode of this show and stuff. So that's what I'm making, just characters from a show that inspires me, because the show is, like, good, but the story inspires me, you know? Like, this person graduated from art school and was like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna make my own animated pilots. Just put them on YouTube, a free platform. And they're doing really well, and they have gotten a lot of attention. And yeah, it's just a cool thing that we all have access to, that being the internet. It's a very different time. Animators of 20 years ago sure couldn't do that. I just think that's kinda neat. I really want to animate. I drive to work every day with an idea for an animation I want to make as soon as I am done with some other prior commitments, and I feel like I have more general energy, and I want to make it so bad. And Vivzy Pop's work, she's the creator of this show that I'm referencing. Her stuff really inspires me to do that, so I just thought I would make some of these characters. They're also just really fun to draw. I always like drawing stuff with like solid black line work. It always looks really good, and it's pretty easy comparatively. I'm not doing crazy hot on time. If this cooks quickly enough, yeah, because it's 2:26, meaning I have less than 20 minutes. I mean, the image I have for this next one is super simple, so I think I'm just gonna like go for it. Make it as simple as I can. But heat is turned on for Millie here. I'm going to show that image again for anyone wondering. That is this. Oh wow, that's crazy. Looks almost exactly like the picture. I'm actually very proud of that. You guys see that? That does not happen every time. Is it on Netflix or Hulu? It's on YouTube. It is a show made and put for free on YouTube. And I guess that's like she made pilots for her shows to get studios' attention. And I believe it's going to be on, what does A24 make? They've made stuff you guys have heard of, like everyone's heard of. And I'm just trying to remember what those shows are, but it's been a while since she announced that that was a thing, that they got picked up. For anyone who hasn't been here, if you would like to see what I've made so far. So this is a team, I haven't even described the plot of the show, but this is a team of imps who are like this, I guess, again, the show takes place in hell, and so the residents are like sinners, you know, people who went to hell, and that's cool enough. They've got all these cool designs. It's like when you die, you get this like monsterish design, you know, that kind of like represents what you did in the past life, I guess. Which again, really cool cartoon concept. I don't know, I just feel like that's so imaginative. You could have so much fun with that. Like, you know, you watch shows like, I don't know, The Good Place and shows like that take place in the afterlife, and they're just people. And it's just looks like a normal world. And it's like, okay, But like, that's why animation is so cool. You have complete control of the narrative and the way it's told visually. And so with this show, they decided to be like, you know what? Everyone's like a monster, or at the very least, some kind of like half human, half creature. And so you get these really fantastic designs. But these guys aren't those. These guys were born in the afterworld, or underworld, I guess. And they are assassins, and they have access to the living world through a magical book that they borrow from one of the princes of hell, I think. And they take it to, because they have that like exclusive access, they sell it as like a bit, they're like bad car, like they're like a car dealership almost. They've got these cheesy commercials that are like, did someone wrong you on your time on Earth? Well, we'll kill them for you. And again, I just think that's such a cool concept. It's like, I don't even think I like thought about how fun these ideas are until I kind of said them out loud, because like, I don't know, there's just something about Vivzi's work that's so creative. And I don't know, it just takes full advantage. They're just made to be animated, and they're made to just be these wild, creatively beautiful visual masterpieces, you know, like you just watch it and it's just so fun. But yeah, so these guys have an assassin service. And it's funny because in the show, they're just kind of like regular people, you know, they're all kind of, some of them are jerks and whatever because they live in a terrible place. But they, you know, like 2 of them are married and they have a happy marriage, but they're also like assassins. I don't know. I mean, you could watch it right now for free on YouTube. The pilot I thought was okay. The first episode I thought was like, okay, which confusingly the pilot was not the first episode. The pilot I guess they made to like see if they can make it, and then they put out like episode 1, real episode 1 I guess. But then episode 2 I think is easily the best one. It's like, I watched it and I watched it again, I watched it again.
Please leave your name, number, and a message after the tone.
Alistair. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, so someone is here with, like it says, Alistair El Demonio de la Radio. So it's just one of the characters from one of her shows. So, hey, what'd you say?
Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh man, guys, we have El Demonio de la Radio here. Whoa, crazy, the radio demon. Sorry, my Spanish pronunciation is not great. I don't want this to burn. Is this burning? I'm just being patient, waiting for it. But, all right, guys, we are gonna flip it though. This is the part that gets frustrating because I keep trying to make the screen be on this screen, and then I flip it and everyone's like, it was on the wrong screen. And I just, yeah, so I guess we're gonna go for it. 3, 2, 1, boop. What's funny, Hank? My pain? Oh, Hank says it's funny. So yeah. Hank said my pain's funny too. Oh no, one of her eyebrows got a little buried. So it just looks like she has a random dot in her hair. So I'm just gonna do minor fix. There we go. There's Millie. It's cute. They're a couple in the show and their names are Millie and Moxie. So their boss calls them M&M. All right, and with that, it is 2:33. I am going to do the quickest 4th pancake of my life, but again, I have a vector line work thing of it, which means it'll take no time. Does anyone else hear a beeping noise? Oh, that was my phone recording, I'm dead. It goes boop-a-boop. Everyone's just picking apart all the technical stuff today, which I don't blame them. It's like, why is there a beeping noise and the cameras are frozen? Which it's funny today because I'm kind of on a roll. These are good pancakes. Like, everything else is fine. I had a good idea. They look really good. They're not terrible sized. I'm going to pat myself in the back. You can't stop me. Okay, so... here we go, y'all. So I'm trying to decide, So this is like their intern, I guess, and she's just a terrible person, but she's like always on her phone and stuff, and I don't know if I want to do this line work or this line work. So she's not an imp, she's like a sinner, so she just got transformed into this like werewolf looking thing, I guess, and I don't know which picture I want. I think this one is more cohesive, like this would make a better pancake because of the shape, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do this one. It's also quicker. And I gotta get ready for a class I'm about to do, so bleh. All right. Yeah, Xavier, you're not wrong. Oh, thanks. Xavier says I deserve a hot cup of coffee. Man, if only someone would bring me one. Hank says that'd be nice, right? But don't worry, y'all, I'm gonna add color to this. The second picture I know had color. But, I'll add color to this. Yeah, she's just like a total jerk in the show. So yeah, this character's Luna, and she's the adopted daughter of the first demon I made. And she's kind of like a bratty teenager. And, just make sure I've got my sizes and everything right here. And so we still don't know her story because she's not an imp like the rest of the team, so she was probably just like someone who sinned and went to a bad place, and the boss adopted her. Hi, Michael. What's up? Good to see you again, too, or at least hear from you. Yeah, Hank. Are you okay in there, Hank? Making a lot of noise. Would you be so kind as to close the door if you're gonna be doing that? Okay, okay. Hank is making a ton of noise. And he keeps going, almost done, almost done. Thank you. No, I actually hate when you guys are taping stuff. I'm really sensitive to sound, and they'll tape stuff, and it's so loud. Oh my goodness. Ah, that's not the pancake we're on. Hank, your stupid dogs are barking. They stopped. Great. Yeah, Xavier, I'm not gonna lie, that joke got me in the episode. And that's the thing with the last episode they made. It was funny as heck. I laughed so many times. I think that's been one of my problems with like these shows is they're comedies. And if you're a comedy, you have to be funny because like a good story is, you know, whatever. But like if you're a comedy, what's that thing people say? A bad drama makes a great comedy, but a bad comedy is worthless or something like that. I mean, I guess unless you really like the story and so you don't need the humor to be there. But like when you are as humor-centric as something like this show, there have just been jokes in the past that I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't really find them that funny. Maybe if they were better delivered, maybe if they were better edited. But the last episode, I don't know, it had me rolling at points. Which, like, good for them. Comedy's hard. I do think they've got a lot of good talent on their team, though, so it doesn't surprise me that they're just getting better. Can someone give me a time check? I'm racing the clock on this one. Because I teach a class in not that long from now. Ah, that is not the pancake It is 2:40. Goodness gracious. Okay. Luckily, she is mostly like, she's like 3 colors. So this line work's almost done. So I could probably just about hit cook if I like hurry up here. Hank told me to be done by 2:45. I'm not doing a very good job of doing that still. Also, these pancakes just got bigger. I'm a failure. That's okay. Oh, sorry. Wrong cam. That's what phones look like, right? I hope I did that okay. Hey, Ben. I feel like I got a lot of my proportions wrong here. That's okay. The overhead is perpetually frozen, and neither Hank nor I know how to make it stop rotating the camera. Like, Hank thinks he knows how, or thought he knew how, but it never seems to work. Yeah, it wouldn't do it.
You have to go to advanced scene switcher, not automatic scene switcher. The software wasn't, right? No, it wasn't. It was actually.
Oh.
Oh.
Cool. Cool.
You don't do don't switch, you do inactivate. Yeah, don't switch. Turn it off.
And I would have like called you or something or whatever, but it only started like when I was streaming. Like, and Hank's been busy with taxes, so it was just kind of a nightmare to he kept coming in here and temporarily fixing it. Okay, so, Hank, I'm finishing up this pancake. It's almost done, but then I'll stop. Oh well, I goofed the design a little bit because I was looking at two different images and one was a vector, but that's okay. Should look good enough. Yeah. Doing characters from an online show. It's intimidating because I don't want to get these designs wrong, because if anyone's going to see it, it's the animators. They're going to know. It's like the crew of this show is just made up of like animators coming together. But whatever. Okay, cool. I didn't screw up that part. Cool. I did screw up that part. That's okay. We're just gonna go with artistic interpretation here, because who cares? Real. Okay, so yeah, her nose is black. And then... Talking to me, Hank? Okay. Should be easy. Please do. I don't know vector works, Savior. Oh, well, I'm happy for you. Congrats on your exams being over. The nightmare has ended. I'm guessing. Alright, we're gonna get a little creative here, because I don't have time to mix up a new gray. But gray with pancakes tends to cook into like a purple. This doesn't need to be exact, so... I'm gonna start cooking now to speed things along. Technically, it's someone in heck, but I guess in heck you become a furry. No, it's just in case kids are watching. I've been saying hell, but I don't know. I don't want to offend nobody. I got in trouble in Catholic school for saying it. No, I got in trouble in Catholic school for saying HE double hockey sticks. The kid told on me. I was like, bro, I said hockey sticks. It's fine. The librarian was like, hey.
Yeah, we got an hour set. We got a pre-roll now, 3:30.
What do you mean by pre-roll?
The lobby. We have a playlist of videos. We just start.
Okay, that's it. I just wanted to check. It's like when Hank was saying that, I don't know, it sounded almost like we were needed, or at least I was needed to do something. There, that should cook to about a gray, whatever. Even if it doesn't. Hank walked in here and whispered, "Is that a party?" Can't wait to teach this class. It's a private class, or else I'd invite all of you guys watching. If you have a college, you can go. Just tell them at the door. I go to college. I was joking. Sorry. Yeah, no. I was getting there. If you're at college or you want your school to do something fun for a change, have them invite Pancakes. Whoa. They'll teach you things about pancake art. Oh, Flau, what was your birthday? I am in October as well. Whoa. Not all of us. Some of us are Scorpios. Paul says like and subscribe. Thank you. Unless you're telling me to, in which case I am subscribed to Pancakes. Paul says drop a like. Yeah, I appreciate Paul out here doing my job. Just tell him to smash the bell, because I say that all the time. Y'all need to smash that bell. If you're on YouTube, use FaceTime. If y'all are FaceTiming me, smash that bell. For anyone who didn't see the ref image of this, thank you. Yep. Ben, do I have control over the cameras? Okay. I was saying I've got the Bluetooth keyboard. And then, well, I got it to work today. So it's this character. So we're gonna see how it looks. Her hair is gonna be a little off color, but artistic license. I knew we were running out of time, and so Gray, this will cook to an approximation of this, you know. And it's really cooking fast here, so I'm gonna get to it. Do you want to film me flipping this thing? I filmed myself flipping the rest. They were. Don't start yet. All right. There's no auto rotate going on, right? It's just on this camera now. Cool. All right. 1, 2, 3. Oh, neat. Yeah, that works. That looks like gray. That looks really cool. That looks like super saturated. Thank you. Neat. I really like that a lot.
Was it on 4K?
So it was on 4K? Can we just like disable that forever? Guys, stick around. This was the last pancake, but I'm gonna show the roundup, which I'm really happy with these. For the only like hour and some change, maybe like a little over an hour and a half I was streaming, I think these 4 pancakes were like I really like doing these every once in a while. These like vector lined, simple shaded, existing characters. Like I feel like we had to. People were complaining about how quiet I was. Or sorry, how loud I was. All right, so let me plate this. I'm really happy with that one. I didn't know if that was gonna look a little screwy or like not quite like the image. And it doesn't look like perfect. Like she looks a little chibier here, like her head's a little bigger, but I really like how this came out. We were just trying to listen to what people were saying in the chat because there were like dozens of comments coming in about music was too loud, I was too loud, I was too quiet, music was too quiet. I don't think I touched the volume. Oh, no, I did. Because I couldn't hear it, and I wanted to see if I could hear it. All right, I'm going to do the roundup really quick. So, I'm going to turn this off, move this aside. Zammy Wolves, I'm sorry that your foot fell asleep while watching this. Maybe do some laps around the room. I mean, I get that. Who here's ever sat on the toilet looking on their phone, and when you stand up, your feet are asleep, and you have to sit back down? Oh, you power through it? Hank's like, I don't sit back down. All right, so these again are characters from a YouTube show called Helluva Boss. You can go watch it right now. My favorite episode by far was the one they just released last week, which is kind of what motivated me to want to do this. But yeah, I want to put, yeah, I want to do that, I think. Can I like zoom this out? Is that kosher or should I not touch it? One second, y'all. Whoa, big zoom. Very sensitive. So there we go. As you can see, I made a small pancake for the first one, but I'm kind of glad I shrunk that one because his horns, like I even shrunk his horns. He's got big horns. So that was today's stream. Save Dana's persona. Ah, he caught me. I animated a whole pilot to put my persona in it. But hey! I know. But yeah, guys, I gotta kind of rush to get going, so I hope you enjoyed these. I know I really enjoyed these. And I'm gonna switch to the wide shot. Appreciate all you guys watching. I hope you had fun watching all this. And I don't know, long story short, remember, mistakes are delicious. And again, this is on YouTube, Helluva Boss. Go check it out if you want. I recommend it. So I'm gonna go on this. And then Ben, if you could fade me out.